Hey everybody, my name is Fervid and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail for a new story quest that I am about to do in a short bit. So, here we are, we're going to be doing a Trailblaze mission called The Fall at Dawn's Rise. And I am assuming, since I've already gotten Hyacinth in a 40 pull, pity, but I'm still deciding whether or not I should pull for Cypher or not. I've seen her trailer, her abilities are impressive, and her trailer as well. And I can only assume by after doing this quest, I may get introduced to a new boss of the world, since I'm seeing it in the background already. From the background, it looks very intimidating as well. And I can only assume that things might get worse. Like, really. In the quest, it's saying that we have to head to the Vortex Genesis and recall what came before. So I'm assuming we're going to be doing a recap. So I was glad to do any of the Euphorious chapters as well, and I got myself a pre-print in one of the events as well. And I've already done a event, but it's just nothing more than a repeat of a past event, but in a different location. So let's go ahead and collect our thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. So let's go ahead and recall the past and what came before. Thanatos and Circe's core flames have been returned. That's what happened. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the Vortex of Genesis, and there are two left. Two left now. I forgot what the other one was, and I honestly don't know which one it is, though. They embody the 12 Amphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen. Their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings, because we have found out that the titans we face now were the heroes before they ascended into titanhood or godhood. And I'm assuming if this Amphorius is cyclical, meaning that there is a cycle, then that means our friends might become titans themselves, and it's going to repeat. Maybe it was designed as well. Also, I forgot to mention that the Herta was trying to get into the planet itself, but stops by a familiar face, who is an emanator of erudition. Lygus, a golem, I think, probably. And he tells us that this planet is not just any planet that is part of the Garden of Recollection's private collection, but it's also a prison for an emanator of destruction, since Nous, Fuli, and Nanook now were the 3 Aeons that visited this planet and created this cycle. I don't know. So yeah, 3 paths, 3 Aeons, a whole lot of mess ups here. And so let's talk about strife. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife, until your Fowler brought it to an end. It's probably brought, but I think there's going to be a lot of typos. And its demigod successor, the Undying Minimos, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. May your battles know no defeat. Okay, so time. I think we are time as well. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. And I think that's Trinon? Yeah, Trinon. Time speaks not for fairness, yet it never stops. And now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trion. Yeah, Trion. Not Trinon. I think Trinon's the one with the eye blinds. So there's Reason. Of course, we're gonna talk about Reason. That crazy freaking dude. What was his name in? Okay. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at edge of existence, have you found your answer? So there's Death, our third wife. Or at least Stell or Cassius's third wife. Alright. The prophecy once made the Hand of Shadow chose two. Granting one of the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death, who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world, chose to remain in the sea of flowers, retrieving your future. She's sweetheart. At the end of that west wind, we shall meet again, Casterus. What a long journey it's been. Indeed, time and again, farewells have numbed you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then it began. Countless words of adventure surged through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on your keyboard in your mind. You got a text. It is indeed difficult. Look at your face. I'm so sorry. But you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. God damn it. It's alright. This is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. I won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. God damn it. Why is text people? People that are addicted to their phones will never ignore that little beep 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 of the text. And it's Cypher. I can already tell that grimace. Gray mystery. Last time in Styxia? Zero time for treasure hunting? Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water. A big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb, and I can't wait through. Your power of time is needed now. 7:30 split? I'm coming. It's 30 for you and 70 for me? I'm gonna tease it. Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. She reversed me. She Uno reversed my suggestion. Pfft, details, schmeetails. Get here and we'll talk. Yeah, I was saying 30 for you as Cypher and 30 for me. Then she reversed it. I like that. I like that. Well, it's time to go back to the city of the dead. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless searching desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale Gorge waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Cat Girl. I like that. Hopefully, those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits.
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
Yeah, still is. Yeah.
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
Hey, I miss Casters too. Now's not the time to feel down. Yeah.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together.
We do.
By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone?
Probably just behind us, pickpocketing me as we speak.
Huh?
Hey, what's that sound? Is there someone else here?
Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
So do I. So do I. Alright. Hang on a second. Ooh. Okay. We're here.
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful.
Yes. Careful as you try to telekinetically just pick it up with your mind.
It's a piece of black cloth.
The same cloth as that dude, Ravager?
Now, where have I seen this before?
The Flame Reaver. It's the Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here? Mimi! Look out!
Oh shit! Ambush! Well, guys, it's actually time. It's my turn to die. Ma'am, get ready. You want the pink puppy, don't you? Is it finally time for me to bow out? Well, that's unexpected. The final boss at early age? Oh, damn. Okay, you want the pink puppy, don't you?
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes.
I didn't mean to make you sad.
Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The river of souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
Huh?
What?
Exactly what? He's not here, isn't he?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Okay, that caught me off guard. Meow, meow. Meow, what?
Meow, meow.
I can't. I think I know who this is. Or I'm just guessing, but this ain't the Flame Weaver.
Meow?
What's happening? Is this meant to be a riddle? The Flame Weaver's gone mad. The end.
We already knew about the mad part. But are we still in danger?
Oh my god. It's you. God damn you.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
God damn you. So it's you. This cipher must be a fake too. Run! Or it's you, Cipher.
Ah! Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
I'm sure you are.
Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that Swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
I mean, we already knew that part. We just got shot down by the lance. So I'm so strong that I don't need your reminder. Well, I ain't grateful for the reminder. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes.
Now you done gone and made my mem mad.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Probably all three.
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie.
So your trick is making lies into reality. Lies come true, you know? Wow. Kind of reminds me of this one movie where where some dude makes up a lie and he became a billionaire.
Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Figure that part out.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Nice. Now I know your secret. And you're just telling us everything like that? Yeah.
You think I might be lying? No need.
It's cute when she purrs the... Yeah.
The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
It's my cell phone. And of course, the main character of this world is here. He's saying, did you rest well? I came during lucid hour, and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? Yeah.
Aren't you a popular one?
I'm the main character.
But I got two first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Why do you need so much money anyway? Gonna live handsomely somewhere after this.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know. Do you think I'll spend it all? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple? So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
I think I like her personality. I think it makes me want to make a decision of getting her. But yeah. A few days later, at the crash site in the Abyss of Fate. It's still there, huh?
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Donham.
Why? I'm surprised that Council Elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo.
Okay, what I've heard before this update came in here is that both MC characters, you have Kalis and Stell, the VAs of those two characters have been replaced. I know that because I checked it, and yeah, new person. And what bothers me is, it's not really a bother, but it's just a question. Don't get me wrong, but it's only a question. Why they haven't found anyone to replace Don Hong yet? Maybe they still wanting him, the VA of this character, to stay on board with this one. But, like I said, like you all know, the situation between SAG-AFTRA is ridiculous. And, yeah. It's just baffling. So, I'll continue to be patient and just read dialogue, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
Probably. I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I found out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphorius' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
Lies. I know that you're guarding the main entrance to the planet itself. He is good at lying. Or at least playing pretense. He probably knows the way out, but he won't let anyone do it. In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphorius believe that the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphorius, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the two titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core frame can break the sky's curse, won't we have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back? We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Really? But...
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
By all means, please proceed. But be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
He's probably going to sabotage it, but I don't know. Liga carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically begins inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly. But we anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
Now something's wrong here. He's trying to bribe us, or at least bribing him, to try to stop the journey. Because I know, he he does guard the entrance, and he probably knows how to open a path that bypasses the whole divine punishment thing from Aquila. And he's probably using his little skill, or at least knows that knowledge, to try to deter the Flame Chase journey. Because I think this Flame Chase journey is going to disrupt something of his, I'm trying to think the word, his purpose. Or at least his, I guess, process of trying to contain this Lord Ravager. I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
But that's gonna make Dong Hong inquire further, because he does not trust a word anyone says about things that are too good to be true. Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
What kind of interests? Forgive me, Lord Lycus, but I must be frank. When visiting Downcloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Sorry, I had a cough. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
And he brought soldiers. Who are you guys? Are these people... Is this a trap? Is this why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
Sure you are.
Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
Yeah, this is a trap. 1 against 4, then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lycus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. Because Donghon is badass. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany. What the? Ooh, he's probably. I'm thinking Finon's just filing one of his shades. Or is it the Flamer himself?
You have such overwhelming powers. Why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend!
Is this a simulation? It's probably a simulation.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Always keeping me on edge. If I had passed out, that would have been hit.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Why not get Cartonius to help? Weight training, huh? Sorry.
It's a good thing Cartonus is the finest blacksmith in Amphorius. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Yeah.
Oh, Cartonus is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
I wonder why.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge.
Sure.
She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again, and neglect my duties.
You've really grown, but you can't beat them yet. We'll be here by your side.
You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure. That's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
What were you reading before? Why not take the interesting ones home?
The girl's little secret. Don't pry.
I'm concerned now.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
I can only guess, but I think Mem is probably reading some manga that I don't normally would say I would enjoy it. But let's look around here. There's a lot of things here. Indeed. It's like, what is this? Fix your eyes on the mural. Its center stands a statue of embodying reason itself, radiating beams of light from behind frozen dawn. Scholars of this grove say this image depicts the last time they received Circe's blessing. There's a lot of things here. There's a lot of murals too. Murals made by a bunch of people. Yeah, I think it's gonna say the same thing because it says the same thing. Alright. It looks like I'll have to teleport back here, but I want to see that throne here. Hang on. What the hell? Oh! You were behind there too! Get back here. Yeah. Alright. I want to see if I can investigate this throne. At the base of the sacred tree lies the throne, the pinnacle of mortal wisdom. Countless scholars of the grove spent their lives striving to reach this seat of knowledge, yet now it stands before you, unguarded and unclaimed. A faint whisper seems to echo in your ears. Oh, trailblazer from afar, can you resist the temptation of ascending to the throne? Undoubtedly, I cannot. Indeed, when such a grand yet empty throne appears before you, who could resist the urge to sit upon it? Besides, what harm could refusing this temptation go possibly bring, save for missing an opportunity? You decide to yield to the desire in your heart, but not so fast. Before becoming king, there's something you must do first. You need to select your subjects. Ordinary humans. Maybe a tad more fantasy. Chaotic evil. I just want to take a selfie. I don't know. Tad more fantasy? You want a more fantastical world. Great choice. You should shoulder a giant sword to carry 2 bottles of pomegranate juices as you approach the final battle platform alone. Standing in your way is the familiar Flame Reaver. Combat Brain Brute Nigador, the Lance of Fury. Coward shackled by memories. Oronix, the Veil of Evernight. Great Fool trapped in the cocoon. Circes, the Bow of Rift. A band of self-righteous titans, and you, the nameless here seeking the flame. You're all the same filth. The black-clad swordsman unsheaths the strangely shaped blade and points it at your chest. A fierce battle is inevitable. What happens next? Well, no one can fight in the same battle twice, not even your imagination. Regardless, you defeated the swordsman and claimed ultimate victory. The White Dryad brings word. At the end of the forest, at the sacred site of scholars, I have become the sovereign of the grove. Under your rule, it would surely be described as an era of trailblazing. Before that, I want to see if I can get this as a thumbnail here as well, but I'm not too sure. Alright, over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your tastes. I bet it's going to be mangas and other comic books, isn't it? You're quite relieved that Dong Hong isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. I'm afraid of that taste. The scroll in hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you peruse? What are my choices? No. Okay, I got a little lost here. The game lagged a bit, so I'm probably apologize here. So, Forbidden Love, the tree and the butterfly. Ooh, scandalous. My professor can't possibly be this shy. One Punch God Aquila. Let's stop here. I think I have many options. Let's try the first one. Forbidden Love. She wandered through the flower sea, searching for a glimpse of those fluttering butterfly wings, but without success. Sir, I've heard that every flower has its own florography. Generally speaking, that perception is correct. She heard the voice, but couldn't see the speaker. Yet Circe's paid it no mind. She calmly responded to her most special student while scanning her surroundings. What is your florography? I'm afraid I'm not a flower, but a tree. Evidently failed to satisfy the other pottery. This is probably going to be long, isn't it? Well, let's see. Intellectual yet so romantic because I hibernate. Weird. The butterfly ring girl suddenly rose from the thicket before Circe's, startling her slightly. After all, at this moment, the distance between them was virtually non-existent. Okay, gazing down Minesty's face, allowing the light reflecting from her lips to pass through her eyes. A hint of crimson flashed across Circe's face, almost imperceptible onto onlookers. Let's see. Circe wrapped her arm around her waist, the girl's waist, and, as if pulling up a radish from the ground, gently lifted her from the flower thicket. Of course not. Caught you now. It's a lot. That's it? Nothing else? This love story abruptly ends at this worst moment. Whether the author lost the motivation to continue or some urgent situation occurred remains unknown. If it were the latter, the Flame Reaver is fully responsible. So we got my professor can't be this possibly shy. Sorry I'm late. Let's see. Sorry, professor. Then I want to teach me. No. At that moment, we had to realize that after this lesson, another name would appear in the acknowledgements of the paper. That's weird. After finishing this mind-shaky piece, only one image remains in your mind. Alt. Phone. For a young Stellarbrun host, this type of literature remains far too ahead of its time. So we got One Punch God, Aquila. Reminders? Sorry. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. Wait, is Aquila an eagle? So we're gonna face an eagle. Okay. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Joyorios? Mortal! Heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing into Aquila's thousand eyes. Slowly he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together, and with a simple motion, he lightly waved at the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool, you will pay the price for your insolence. Aquila's fury erupted, their towering form radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an imperceptible speed. I almost had a hiccup. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurling straight toward the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the sky's titan can pierce through iron and steel, let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer destiny left no room to evade. The violent storm of lethal blades closed in. Okay, skipping that. Noticing the shifting his stance, Aquila mused. He only had 2 choices. Push up the ground. Let's see. Fly tip to tip. Another razor-sharp steel feather. Ding! The deflected feather veered to sides upon impact. Ding! Sharp, clashing feathers. I'm not gonna read the entire thing. It would make me think. I think I like this. Okay. Impossible. Even Joyorios, when fighting me, could do nothing but evade enough of my iron claws. Yet you, What in the world are you? Hang on, what is this? Let's see. Countless white feathers drifting through the air painted an eerie contrast against the battlefield's deadly stillness. The once mighty and untouchable giant eagle found itself less fresh on shock. What did he do? Nothing. Haven't you figured it out? Okay, never mind. Okay. Invigorating literature. Your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you are the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila? Ha! This is nothing. Yeah, let's stop here. Remember when I mentioned and I said that the two main characters of the game, Kalis and Stell, whatever character you chose, their, like I mentioned before, their VAs has changed, and now we get to hear them. Although it is disappointing that the original VAs, while they were really good at their voices here, left the works. They will do. So congratulations on them, and good luck with those two. Because Stell's VA was one of my favorite VAs I have ever heard. I even watched the stream. It was funny as hell.
Let's take a closer look.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Just curious what you're reading. Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all? That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
Didn't know you were into this. I know how. In your dreams. Yeah.
Whew, your comments cut deep. It's tough to find a good comeback. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... integrity and skill.
Were you going to say wealth? I bet you're going to say wealth. Yeah, we know what you are. So apparently Mem is... before I got to the scroll thing, she went off to read something. And there she is, reading something. I wonder what you're going to read, but before that, I want to get this tablet. Yeah, Song of Fate season. Alright.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Emporius these days?
What are you looking at? Are you into fishing? Superstitions, don't buy into them.
You scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, literally, what is Mem looking at? I'm getting more curious.
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver, Traveler, Healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
So what are you looking at? Ruler fits me pretty well. Use them flexibly. Don't just memorize.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious.
Yeah.
Not like their usual self.
No. Indeed. Well, I am glad that Stell or Kalis has got their voices back in this version, but unfortunately, it's not the same.
You sure are persistent. Alright, alright. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
Yeah, you get free paw rubs.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Exactly.
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby. So why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock.
I'm thinking she knows more than the situation, but then again, she is a newborn.
But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
Isn't it their childhood friend, Finon? I know you. I don't know her name yet, but I feel like I should know soon.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Treenan. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little faith in these things isn't bad sometimes. It should be approached with a critical eye.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
You've really thought about this, haven't you? So what if divination predicts something bad?
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene.
That's the name?
She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child.
So we got a name. It's his childhood friend. So why the sudden remembrance when speaking with Mem? Are we going up to somewhere?
Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Sure, what is this?
Oh, wow!
Ooh.
It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
That's Finon's. Hey, these mitts up to the task? Then gotta craft a Mem-specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orynyx posed to us?
What the? What? What is it?
Who's there?
Is there indeed? Oh, it's the Death Squad.
You are...
What are they? Assassins! Save me!
These folks are up to no good.
I should have said nice cosplay, but oh well, my choices were made.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood.
Are they the Purgers?
Are they cleaners?
Oh, they're worse. They're cleaners. Okay. You... Really? Cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphorius quite thoroughly.
It looks like the council... Let's see. Who are they? What's being cleaned? Clothes or cars?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing, We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
Oh, we'll kick your ass soon enough, but still.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
I forgot that old hag's name, but I think that she has something to do with this.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akama to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace. And they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
So, the rebellion is up. Just a handful of you here. Who do you think you're fighting?
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Just got back in time. Oh boy. Had a rush to get something to drink. Didn't want this to load fast.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it?
Don't tell me they're gonna attack these two as well.
It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
Aw.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos in the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5.
What's the section?
With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end.
Celios. Are we gonna meet them as well? Sounds like another Crisis era. Maybe. Or another character. Who knows?
Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
I can't believe that horse is a little fat. But that's supposed to be a mighty unicorn.
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
Wait. Wait, does that mean that, I'm guessing Aglaya is losing a bit of her power? Huh? Voice cracked.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
I drank from the pipe.
Trouble. Miss Hyacinth. Trouble.
What's going on?
Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on?
Please, something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace.
Oh, what's going on?
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya.
What's happened? Oh no.
It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Well, moments ago in Memorial Palace. Okay, the game's starting to lag a lot.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphorius a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver.
It looks like the coup d'etat is already coming through. I was right.
But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
I knew that bitch. I'm sorry if I say it like that, but that old bitch. You're serious? Now you're gonna throw a tantrum? You're gonna raise a coup d'etat rebellion? I freaking knew it.
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Not really, you're just tolerant.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
You're threatening the civilians, aren't you?
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
So what does she do?
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
So she had her minions keeping an eye on her. Was the girl, in it?
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too?
Did you bring her? You made her blind?
You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
I thought I could buy some more time.
But I guess it's rushing.
In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow.
Is that her prophecy? No.
Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters.
Is her demise is drowning?
Will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
Oh, it's her in her little kid form. Aw.
Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless.
Ugh, what a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow, a daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
Aw, it's a cute one. Aw.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
And that's where she got her boots?
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, this is where she got her boots.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
Oh, really?
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power.
And how would you know?
You're Amphorius' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls.
Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress?
Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago.
Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia.
Look how beautiful she is.
Somewhat.
Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Smells like Rex. You shouldn't have sniffed. You're not a dog.
This air.
It's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful. Just wonderful.
She ain't wrong, I found most of it.
Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 it is. How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
Because she's a cat.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming.
So an entire people of Dolos are good at everything but swimming?
Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
How about swimming?
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Can't take getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
So, there's a little flavor text on the name Bartolos. Suggestions. I think I figured out something.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever.
Okay, I think I might have changed characters for a bit, but I will be right back. Okay, so I had a little problem with the internet connection. It just rebooted my damn game for a bit. So, while I was changing my characters as well and having it break a bit as well during editing. So, I chose Fei Xiao because, if I remember correctly, with Cypher, she has good chances of characters with follow-up, apparently. And she's Quantum, she's Path of Nihility, and she looks good. So, I want to see what her abilities are, and I don't have any other characters that have anything to do with buffing, to be honest, so I'll stick with my Castorus and Hyacinth for a bit. Alright. Alright. Let's see what the enhance button does.
Cat and mouse time!
Look at that, I got a magnet above me. That's funny.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me.
Let's see.
Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
So you're glad to take the 20. Alright.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
All self-taught.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about anything else over there, because I already grabbed that thing over there.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
Oh look! There's that thing. Oh no. I do not like where this is going.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Look at this good objective saying, diggy dig, treasure awaits. I like that.
Yes. Right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Roger that! Watch me!
Bartholomew's activated in excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground.
Wow! That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fugusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all thieves and employees. Let me try this on.
She faked them.
Where is my treasure?
She got him.
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... How could I have forgotten about this?
Just a prank, bro.
I'll believe it as true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation.
Is Bartholomew's like her assistant?
Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
I remember. Whoa! Isn't that like...
What? Wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I skipped it again.
Isn't that the controller for the hands of Zagreus?
It is.
Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Suspicious.
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
Yeah, something's going on here, to be honest. Something is very going on.
Ah! This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble, okay?
But I want to punch things. Spoil sport. So, I guess something that Bartholomew's has to say is... I'm not sure what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking that Bartholomew's has some other purpose, maybe?
Here we go round the river of souls.
Suspicious.
Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
Ah! What are you even singing? You're totally out of tune.
Okay.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure lump of stupidity.
Alright, how do I do this, though?
Cat and mouse time!
Wait.
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
It doesn't have a face.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly, running away is a sensible choice.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature.
And it spins around. Yeah, it probably heard you. You're too loud. I'm gonna slow this down because one, it will make my PC lag a bit. So here we go. Let's see how her ultimate looks like. Yeah, it is a tiny little it's a big unicorn hitting. Woo! She just kicks that coin. I like that. Okay, bombarding much? Alright, let's see what we got here. We can scan her attack, so... Oops, missed a catch. So that's her basic attack, and this one is... Okay, Jackpack for the taking. Has a high chance to decrease the one enemy adjacent a target's damage, dealt with increased Cypher's attack. Okay. Ooh. What's with the pose?
This cat!
Mac time!
We'll pick it up. Back down.
Alright, let's just go.
You found me.
I like that. You know, just for that, I'm convinced to pull for Cypher.
Always soaring. Forever triumphant. Inevitable.
And there we go. Yep, I'm convinced. I'll pull for Cypher. Sorry, Saber.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring.
Hey, Bartolos. Are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action.
Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, aye, boss lady Cypher.
Bartholos, activate excavation mode again. Yeah.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it and see. Huh. Is this?
Oh look, it's a journal from a Styxian refugee. Month of balanced day, whatever. 3 more neighboring households moved away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before, already reaching the 5th step of the stone stairway to our residence. The priest insists it's merely seasonal high tide that will soon recede. But having lived in Styxia for 30 years, I never witnessed water levels like this. Leandro from the harbor went fishing 3 days ago and reported that seawater had become unusually turbid, appearing as if mixed with ink. Beneath the surface, he glimpsed strange shadows, not in human form, yet possessing distinct outlines. Yet, after returning, he developed a high fever and remained bedridden since. Okay, Mother Balance. See, feasts have grown increasingly frenzied. Grand celebrations that once occurred only during the month of joy now happen almost daily. At the Ansos family's banquet last night, I witnessed 2 normally well-mannered women treading grapes barefoot, emitting strange laughter, and then directly drinking the dirt Lenten juice. They claimed to be mimicking Fagosa's ritual ceremonies, though I never heard of such an absurd form of worship. That is the old way of making wine, dear sir. I mean, that's how they do it, right? Clean your foot, put all the grapes in the bucket. Not in the bucket, but a giant freaking bucket, and just stomp on it. You know, prices at the market have risen by 30%. The honey brew merchant reports that the brewing process has become exceptionally difficult lately. The yeast culture is mysteriously rot. Only by distilling with seawater collected directly from the harbor they can produce proper wine. Fortunately, old Ardoris remains lucid and has wisely advised us to minimize our consumption of the city's water and wine. They drink a lot, do they? Last night, strange music emanated from the harbor. It wasn't produced by any instrument, but seemed to rise from the ocean depths. The low, hauntingly melody sounded as if it were telling an ancient tale, compelling people to approach the shore. Several neighbors' children sleepwalked to the dock last night. They claimed to have seen the goddess in the water performing and wanted to get closer. The priests have forbidden all forms of musical performance and deployed soldiers to patrol the docks. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that they are acting from fear rather than a genuine desire to protect us. Today I met Nora, the cloth merchant, at the market. She revealed that the situation in her district was far more dire than we had imagined. The spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple suddenly dried up 3 days ago, and despite their best efforts, the priests cannot replenish it. More alarming still, strange cracks have appeared on the wall behind the deity statue, forming patterns or script that no one can decipher. Nora also shared a peculiar rumor. Some claim to have seen in their dreams a woman playing a lyre, draped in black veils, with eyes gleaming like seawater. She allegedly told dreamers that Styxia would soon face a great transformation, and only those who hear her voice would be saved. Some city residents have begun referring to her as the prophetic sea musician, despite the priest's determined efforts to suppress such rumors. We finally decided to evacuate with our entire family. The seawater has reached the highest watermark at the dock, yet some remain oblivious, still immersed in endless revelry. Our family and the neighboring Milon household have decided to journey to Akama together. Reportedly, the world-bearing Titan's protection extends there, and the tides of darkness have not yet invaded those lands. We plan to slip away quietly tonight from the northern dock exit. We pray to Fagusa for safe passage. We've been traveling for 3 days now. Last night, the Milion family's youngest child suddenly developed a high fever, continuously muttering strange phrases that resembled an ancient ballad. His father decided to take him back to the city for medical treatment, though we all know there is little hope to be found there. This morning, looking back at Styxia from the hillside, I was horrified to discover the entire city enveloped in a strange aura, with seawater shimmering with an unnatural blue radiance in the sunlight. From a distance, those magnificent buildings seemed to twist and distort in the water, as if they were merely illusions. We encountered several other fleeing townspeople. They brought even more horrifying news. The seawater in Styxia has begun displaying strange colors and textures, sometimes thick as honey, other times solid as glass. Those who remain in the city have begun undergoing bizarre transformations. Redacted. Even more disturbing is that at night, the entire city bathes in this indescribable glow, as if developed by some giant amniotic membrane. They say this is Fagusa's punishment, but I can't help wondering, is this the Titan's wrath, or is some power even greater than the Titans at work? We've decided to continue on northward to Akama. Along the way, we've heard rumors of someone named Redacted, who supposedly appeased Fagusa's wrath. But these are merely legends fabricated by desperate people. We common folk can only rely on our feet and to flee this disaster. The month of weaving, day redacted. Tonight, after the children fell asleep, I secretly examined the small vial of seawater I brought from the city. It was the last drop collected from the spirit water pool in the Fagusa's temple before we left. In the moonlight, it displays a strange shimmer, as if something moves within it, unlike any ordinary water. By chance, I discovered that gently tapping the vial with my fingertip produces a peculiar sound, like a distant lyre notes echoing. In that moment, I seemed to glimpse a mysterious woman standing upon the sea surface, sorrowfully playing a melody that no one could understand. I don't know if this was an illusion or reality, but if such a being truly exists, one can hear the sorrows of Styxians. Then, as we embark on this uncertain journey, please grant us a flicker of hope, even if it's merely a beautiful dream. So Akama is now within reach. Taking one final glance back at my homeland, the beautiful scenery of old is nowhere to be seen. Only distorted masses of light and shadow undulating on a sea level, resembling foam heaped by waves before dawn, dissolving one by one to gradually reveal its cold and true nature.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akama?
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akama. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the the world-bearing titan, Cypher. Didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
Is that true?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Oh, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what, nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. But you in a priest's robe? No, that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
Okay, I apologize if I had the urge to read something to you guys, but I felt like that was an important lore.
Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan.
Are we using the rune?
Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Zen?
Maybe.
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy.
It did.
All right. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller. After all, you know.
Clear the obstacles using the hand of Sagpius. He is probably wanting to be useful. But if he is a part of the demigod, or probably, I don't know. I think I got some theories, but I want to wait until I finally reveal it.
Hand of Zagreus, my darling, activate!
Okay. Alright. So we're gonna punch this. Self-criticism.
Looks like a charm.
Wait, did I hit myself?
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
Let's go to the next room!
Hey, slow down! That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What? What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. All right, let's move on to the next treasure trove.
Treasure, let's go!
I have a feeling that Bartholos has a freaking purpose of being existing here. Like, he's has something important, but he ain't gonna show it. I think she knows too.
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
Go beyond all time and space
On the journey of flame chase.
You can put me to sleep. Okay. I'm already feeling sleepy already, to be honest. Sniffa.
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
I mean, the previous couple of sniffs are pretty big sniffs.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady said so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
And once again, activation of excavation mode.
What?
It's a goat.
Oh. Is Isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here. This honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
So do I have to solve it? I have to solve it too. Oh well. I'll be right back. Alright, so we got 3 steps here. So 1, 2, 3. I feel like I messed something up here. Gotcha, son bitch. Simple, too simple. Alright, claim my treasure.
Told you, nothing can stump me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
What is she thinking?
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
What's she saying?
Huh? What do you mean?
You turned around.
I told you. Don't move.
What? What? What happened?
My poor
What the?
old back. What are you doing?
There was a beetle.
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary.
Wait a minute. Is that beetle a spy?
That seamstress. She's listening.
The golden beetle. Okay.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph, naturally I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cypher.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cypher.
Did she send this after she got ambushed?
I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
These are probably going to be her last words to her, huh?
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
High ceilings.
High ceilings? Huh?
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cypher. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone.
Yeah.
Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, They don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cypher.
Yeah, that's the last thing she'll hear. Come on.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
And she's already accepting it. Man.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
So she planted that thing on him back then?
Could it have been back then?
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted.
Hang on. Yeah, he did say the entire thing that I just pressed click.
Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kephalie's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that.
Maybe the nymph whispered it into its ear.
Absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya, isn't that right? Zagreus.
It is him. That's Zagreus? That little bastard that annoyed me from getting my treasure chest is Zagreus? The Trigger Titan? Really? That's what you look like?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, Cyphera, your face.
Oh.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds.
What did you do?
I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
She's a Crisis heir after all.
Yes,
What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordsmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper, thief, con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera.
I guess she was scared at the time.
I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds?
Probably some people chasing you.
Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aww.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
She is literally going to take her as a stray cat, but I can't say no to that. No one can say no to those eyes or the ears. Aww.
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Aww. Okay, so we're back with Dong Hung. These folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the Chrysos heirs. I've read some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on. Wow.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness.
Wow, she is persistent. Wow. You serious?
Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the era nova the Chrysos heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where she is now. If they are talking to me, she definitely won't escape their notice either. I hope all is well. Is that Lord Kratos?
There you are, Lord Donghung. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
So it became true. They assassinated her. Oh no, man. God, not my woman too. But I'm glad that I pulled for her. But still, damn. Shit. Well, we certainly kicked their asses. And you're still standing.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive.
Yeah, I sick mem to them. Get them.
If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool. Bro, you sound kind of scary.
Finon is seriously upset.
She is. He is.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finon. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Finon, until next time.
There are distractions.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
But they were after the Chrysos heirs. Do they think they have a chance?
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide.
And this is where and this is where we get the message. Yeah. Bad news, guys. Bad news. Oh, here it comes. The bad news. Well, I think this is where everything's gonna end. Bad things is gonna happen. People will start dying. Our friends will... Okay, global announcement. Due to force majeure, the World Wide Web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm, remain in your homes. What's going on? The garment maker. Local golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. On my way. Oh dear God. No.
Aglaia? Is this...
Yeah, it's true.
Blasted! Those guys...
It must be a lie. Was it those guys doing?
But how could they possibly... Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes.
No.
I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Fainan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akima as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
Yeah.
Cartonis?
These must be her last words to everybody she knows.
You're forging a sword for Fainan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaia, in this form you come to me. It means...
He knows.
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan at this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaia?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
She wants to be part of the friendship bracelet.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
She really was taken by the cleaners. Suddenly about this feels like a scheme.
I can't imagine how she could have been taken down by a handful of assassins, unless it's all a
It
part of her
probably
plan.
must have been, but unexpectedly.
If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
Yeah, it might have been too soon. But unfortunately for me, this is where I'm going to end the video here. So, thank you all for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. I really hope you enjoy the video. Like, I really do. Like, I'm trying to finally catch up until the next version of here. So, yeah, I believe that this part of the story might be where everything just goes downhill. People are dying. And I think we lost our leader of the Flame Chaser journey, I guess. And there's the Nile from Finan. And biggest secret that little bastard Bartholos is really the embodiment of Sacrius. So who knows, right? So probably in the next video, we are going to go confirm about her fall. Or at least demise, I meant. And people are going to get angry. Finan's going to get some revenge, retribution against the Council of Elders. Maybe going on a blood spree. You know, purging the cleaners, I guess. And I'm not sure what are we going to do from here on out here. So, almost forgot to say, if you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to click the subscribe button if you want to support my channel. If you like what I bring to my videos, and if you like what you see, yes, be sure to check out my videos on YouTube, my channel, and if you enjoy them, leave a like on those videos, and of course, click the subscribe button to support my channel. It'd be greatly appreciated, and I will love you all for it. So, again, I'm going to be taking a break because, well, my job is demanding, to be honest, so I may or may not be available somewhere at the end of this month. So, just a little warning, I will tell you the official announcements when I will be taking a break. So, again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in new videos. So peace out, and have a awesome summer.